How are we doing? Today is day 15 and today's the big day. Today is the 247.5 bench. That would equal the heaviest bench ever done in British powerlifting in competition. The guy who holds it, Tony Cliff, has benched 250 outside of comp, but 247.5 is the heaviest ever done in comp. So this is kind of like a half win in my mind. You know, if I can equal this, that's pretty cool, but I know that I need to bench more than 250 to be like certified as I feel the strongest bencher in British powerlifting. The weight on my shoulders doesn't actually feel all that heavy. I don't feel as if I have a lot riding on this. I feel like no one's chasing me in the UK with this bench. So instead of having that kind of outward momentum and motivation driving me upwards, I've got to pull myself upwards and set my sights on bigger targets. But we've got the 247.5 bench, and we've got like a 220 triple high bar squat, I think, which I'm looking forward to actually. I've been really enjoying high bar quite a lot. It's been a lot of fun to kind of live my inner Clarence Kennedy, although a lot weaker in the squat sense. So I've got that. And then I've got accessories, and the shower's working back in my home now, which means I can just come back and have a shower. And, you know, I've hit a big goal with my business. I've hit a certain amount of monthly income, and it's amazing. And I can't, I've struggled to try and get this much money in a month, and to be able to do something and build it off my own back entirely, it's amazing. So thank you to everyone who not only sees this, but subscribes and follows me on the other social media platforms. And thank you to all of my clients, because it means I'm getting to do something that I love every day. But it's game time. I've got nothing else to say. It's just time to do. So I'll see you in the gym. Catch.
247.5.
To ensure safety in the gym, please listen to the
I think it's 247.5 is British record.
Or if you or someone else is
So it's just a match.
medical assistance, please contact the CCTV team.
I say that, just to match. That's fine. That's all good.
005 4776.
Let's get it.
Defibrillator and first aid kit are available in the designated safety station located near the entrance of the gym. If you suspect a fire, press the nearest red fire call point and leave the building immediately. In the event of a fire alarm sounding, all are instructed to leave by the remote
here we go.
team via
Yep.
the public tower system. Please evacuate the gym through the nearest and safest exit. Do not go back into the chambers to collect.
Yep, here we go. Yep, there we go. It's all yours. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Well then, man. Fucking hell.
That's crazy, chat.
Jesus Christ.
So that was the current British record for income IPF. And I know it wasn't massively clean, wasn't a huge pause, but I really don't care. Next block, I'll be taking 252.5. And now we got back downs. And then I've got high bar after this.
Down. Bright out.
So these have moved quite well, even though this is still reasonably high percentage. I feel very comfortable with this weight. And I think I'll keep the same format for bench for next block because it's obviously working really well. But now I'll see you for high bar. So yeah, bench move break. We've now got high bar squats. I think it's a top triplet 220, but I will just double check. Because I think I did over 210 last week, but I can't remember exactly what I did. Oh no, I did 210 last week, so it would be 212 today. So I will, I'll hit 212 for a triple. I'll do my back offs. I am going to do some like additional ankle mobility stuff before I get started. I'll do that off camera because it'll be pretty boring otherwise. But something that I've really had issues with ever since I tore the ligaments in both my ankles was ankle mobility. And I kind of narrowed it down with the help of physios and stuff, but basically there's a bone that sits just there in the front of your ankle. And when your foot goes into dorsiflexion, so when your ankle lifts, that bone is supposed to drop back into the structure of the ankle. But with me it doesn't. And I think that's because when I injured my ankle, one of the ways my ankle stabilized itself was basically by thickening up my Achilles tendon, because my Achilles tendon is really thick, and basically locking that bone in place. So either through the injury, meaning I can't retract it, or by a mechanical response from my ankle to protect itself, I can't retract it. That means my dorsiflexion is literally 90 degrees, hence why I squat on heels, because it's just not great whatsoever. But I've been doing a few exercises that have helped in the past, so I figured I will just keep doing those. And I'm going to see how much they help with getting like knee over toe, especially in the high bar. It should be slightly easier to do. Fuck's sake. Issues with getting these knee sleeves on again this week. Okay. Slightly less troublesome than last time. I mean, last time they were like, last week I spent a solid like minute trying to get each knee sleeve on. Today less so. I think it's because there's less people in here as well. Like there are maybe 2 or 3 dozen people, whereas beforehand, last time I was here, it was so warm, which felt great for the actual lifts, but getting equipment on like this was a pain in the ass. I need to buy a pair of deadlift straps just to help with getting knee sleeves on, not even for using them. I've ended up using the Versa grips more than I've ended up using actual deadlift straps. And to be fair, like deadlift straps are nice, but I did find all my grip tension ended up going just into like these 2 fingers rather than like into my ring and pinky finger, which is like where you get all your lat tension from, is the grip in your ring and pinky finger. So a little tidbit of information. If you're struggling to build lat tension in your deadlifts or in anything, think about squeezing with these 2 fingers, with your pinky and index, and it should help with getting more lat tension. So you can use that for deadlifts, you can use it for bench, or you can just use it for like bodybuilding movements. If you feel like you're not hitting your lats enough, really squeeze with your ring and pinky finger.
So that is day 15 done. Last day of the block is tomorrow, day 16, and I'm going to aim for a 315 conventional. I would like to end this block matching my best in comp sumo deadlift. I think that'd be a nice way to kind of round out the block along with the 247.5 bench. Talking of which though, I am really happy with that bench. Even though there was like subconscious form breakdown, like I think it was the right hand slide moved slightly slower towards lockout, and that was just because that internal rotation wasn't quite there. Or actually it might have been the left side, I think. But even for week 4, highest fatigue, like to end it at 247.5 to match the record, it's insane. And I do genuinely believe that bench is a bench that should have gone up in nationals. Now, there are a lot of factors, like I messed up on that day, and then there were a lot of factors that were out of my control that messed me up for that day, and kind of still are, like the shoulder. But I genuinely believe that if I continue on this path, I will be one of the names alongside Rondell Hunt and Big Dev, and it will be us three vying for that heaviest bench in IPF history, besides Jesus. 120 and below, we'll say. I think Jesus is always going to have the heaviest bench because damn, that man big. But I'm really happy with day 15. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. And also, actually, a little tidbit. I tried a slightly wider stance for my high bar and just focused on squeezing the hell out of my glutes on the way up. And you know what? It felt really good. I very, very much struggled to feel my glutes when I squat, but that form there felt really nice. So I might incorporate that in the deload that's coming up next week and see, actually, maybe your boy Alex finally figures out his squat. Because if he does, it's going to be dangerous for all of you. I will no longer be the bench merchant. I'll be the white Rondell Hunt in a year or so, hopefully. But that's Science at Dove 15. If you enjoy, please drop a subscribe, drop a comment, whatever. I just appreciate the support, and I'll see you for day 16, final day of the first block, and it's been a sensational block of that. Thanks for joining.